In this recording, I'm going to show you how to print formula. This is a skill that you'll have to demonstrate whether you were working on a mock paper or an exam paper. It always comes up. So using task 3 again in your level 3 workbook, I want to focus on 3.12. It says print out 2 further copies of the worksheet, one showing data and the other showing formula used. Okay, so I'm maximizing my screen so I can see all of this. Now the best way to do this would most likely be print out 4. It could be print out 5 in other papers, but for this particular one it's going to be print out 4. So you must copy, in order to keep all of this in print out 3, you must copy this worksheet. As I've showed you before, there is a recording for this, so please watch it. So you just place your cursor on the worksheet tab, right click, move or copy, and you want to move this printout 4 to the end. Okay, so as you can see here, it says staff sickness 4, but I will change the name for this so you don't get confused. So you double click on it, and because it's asking you to print formula, I would call this tab formula. Okay, formula view rather. This is so you know that printout 4 has to be in formula. So the next thing you do, you must now go to formulas, okay, and you also must click anywhere on the screen so you have all these features available to you, and now you go to show formulas. So this is where you need to click, and it will show every formula that you have used. Okay, so this is what we're looking out for to make sure that you've done it right. But if you actually have a look here, this is what we call truncated, meaning that the information has been cut off and it can't be seen properly. So my advice to you is widen your column so all the data is visible. Otherwise you're going to lose a point, and you don't want to lose a point for information not being fully visible. Now make sure, in order to fit everything on one page, make sure that you reduce some of these columns. Okay, so you're trying to move everything onto one page, but remember, make sure you don't cut any information out. Usually this information suits best on on a landscape printout, so make sure that you change it. So you would have to go back to page layout, go to orientation. Actually it's already done it for you, landscape, but make sure it actually does say landscape. Because this is printout 4, make sure that your printout is actually set up that way. So go to view, page layout. Again, there is a recording for this particular for inserting information in the header. And make sure that you enter the footer details as it says in this in your workbook or exam paper. To double check everything, go back to normal. Okay, then go to File, Print, and make sure that here to your right the information showing that, but also to make sure that this information is actually showing fully. Make sure that your sheet, everything fits on one page, okay, and that you've got your grid lines and your row and column headings. I've already covered this in previous recordings. Please do have a look for that particular recording. But just as a reminder, you go to page setup, you go to sheet, click grid lines, row headings, okay, and that should show the information. And before you print it out, make sure that it says printout 5. I've got printout 5 here at the top, staff note, so basically as it says in the instruction.